Hi, everybody, and happy holiday, happy Chanukah. We're in the spirit of miracle. And of course, there is so many and so much explanation about this amazing, amazing holiday. I mean, we are talking about the 25 degree of the moon of Sagittarius, exactly in the holiday of Hanukkah. And we are celebrating a miracle of finding the Pach Hashem, the container, the last container, the last for 8 days. But truly, what is the miracle that we are relating to? I mean, are we celebrating some historical event that happened with the Maccabee, which were few that won the majority of the people? Are we celebrating some bloodshed in a war? Are we celebrating Judith Maccabee was able to eliminate the king that destroyed so many life of people? What exactly are we celebrating? And if we're celebrating history, why is it so important to do it every year? The idea is like that, my friend. To understand the story, we need to understand the concept, the idea. What exactly the Greek Empire want from the Israelite? When they came among the Israelite, they want to remove the concept of belief that everything is good. So we are not talking about just a Jewish holiday. It's a global holiday. It's a global holiday that awakens us to believe that within every negative thing, there is absolutely positivity. And we know in Kabbalah, we explain that there is a big difference between the name Elohim, that represents judgment, to the name Yud Kevavre, that represents mercy. And the idea of the Greek, if you remember, it's written there, ויחשיכו את עיניהם של בני ישראל. They make sure that the Israelite will be blind. Blind to what? A lot of time in our life, when we're experiencing tough time, negative time, unhealthy time, relationship in a tough time in a relationship, business tough time, health issue, personal growth issue that is not working. Within that tough time, okay, we need to understand it's just a cover. It's just a curtain that covers the good time from within. Because the Creator, the Ein Sof, cannot and will not create any negativity. But when we are experiencing negativity, we need a lot of bitachon. We need a lot of certainty. We need a lot of emunah. We need faith. We need to believe. We need to know that actually behind that negative curtain, there is a waiting for us a tremendous amount of nourishment, a tremendous amount of goodness to our relationship, tremendous amount of angel that will heal our body and soul, tremendous amount of blessing to help me with my personal growth. And that concept called Tachegamet and Yud Kevavke, the negativity that we face called Elohim. Try to imagine that you try to open a tuna can. You know, when you look at the tuna can, you're not going to eat the can, but you're going to eat what's inside. But you need the tuna can to be as strong as possible to keep whatever food that you keep in the can to be okay. When you're facing life, tell us Rabbi Naftali Mirovshitz, when you're facing life, a lot of time you need to find a way out to open that can so you can take the food from inside. In life, every time you're about to have a tremendous miracle, you have to meet Midat HaElokim. You have to meet the concept of judgment. You have to meet things that don't make sense to you. And it's only through your belief and through your certainty that you're going to discover the inner secret within that negativity. Because remember what we say on Yom Kippur. We say, Hashem hu Elokim. Hashem hu Elokim, meaning Yud Kevavke, Tachegametem, the mercy level. Hu Elokim is the judgment, meaning there is no difference between them. It seems like there is different, but actually there is no difference. The Greek Empire mission was to take away from the Israelite the ability to see the good within the bad. And that's what the Hashmonaim, the Maccabee did. So it wasn't just a war against elephant and bloodshed and shooting and arrow and all this story that we read all the time. It's the idea that the Hashmonaim, the Maccabee, went out with bidat bitachon. They went out with certainty to know that there is good within those negativity. And when they find out there is good within this negativity, what happened? Immediately, they found the oil that was waiting for them. Because the oil was there all the time. Like all the miracle that you want in your life is there. But you have to go through the Midat Elokim. You have to go through the klipot. You have to go through the shell. You have to go to the curtain. And once you're opening that curtain, internally, waiting for you all the miracle that you want. For that reason, telling us that the whole idea, tell us Rabbi Naftali Berovshitz, the whole idea of bitachon, if you take the word bitachon, you're going to have the morality value 75. 75. And if you take the whole idea of Chanukah, when you get the idea of Chanukah, what actually you're getting? I mean, the whole concept of bitachon that you want, certainty, clarity, knowing that you're going to be okay, because bitachon means certainty. You have it. Every time you light the candle, before you light the candle, ask yourself, what is missing in my life? Missing in my life, certainty. I'm not sure. When I'm going to be sure, then I will be able to reveal the Yud Kei Vav Kei, reveal the oil that is waiting for me, revealed all of the things that I need in my life. That's what we're doing all the time when we're doing the menorah, when we're doing Chanukah. Now, why are we doing it at the front of the door, the entrance to the house? Very simple. I mean, if you look at the entrance to the house, as I heard it from my friend, Rabbi Benayahu, a Kabbalist from Yerushalayim, good man, good rabbi. So if you look at the door shape is chet. Chet is like the letter chet in Hebrew, which is 8 days. I mean, think about 8 days. So the 8 days is there. Now the question is, why do we celebrate the first day? After all, if you know the candelabra in Bet HaMikdash, in the Holy Temple, was 7 candles, was not 8. So the celebration is not about the candelabra in the Bet HaMikdash, in the temple. It's about the amount of days. We celebrate the amount of days. Now think about it. You have 7 candelabra, okay? 7 menorah with 7 candelabra in Bet HaMikdash, in the temple. You have exactly amount of oil that lasts for 1 day for the 7 candelabra. When that oil lasts for 8 days, so 8 times 7, what do we get? I think it's 56, if I'm not mistaken, which is the letter Nun and Vav of the Chanukah. So you have Chet is there, enters to the door, Chet, which is 8 days. 8 times 7 candelabra is Nun and Vav. And Kaf Hey, what day of the month? Tell us Rabbi Naftali Berovshitz, the Holy of Holies, what day of the month is? We are doing it, by the way, this is from Shnei Luchot HaBrit, I'm sorry, from Rabbi Horvitz. So part is from Rabbi Naftali Berovshitz, part is Shnei Luchot HaBrit, Rabbi Horvitz. So what is the Kaf A? What is the 25? 25 of the month of Kislev. No, tell us Shnei Luchot HaBrit. No, tell us Rabbi Horvitz. You should look back and what happened in the 25 days of Elul. What happened in the 25 days of Elul? Do you remember? Very good. The creation of the world. Very good. That's the first day of creation. Was in 25 days of Elul. But what happened there? Let's remember what God did there. Do you remember what God created in the first day? Very good. Yehi hor. Vayomer Hashem Elokim Yehi hor vayehi hor. And God command, let it be light. And it was light. Let it be light. Let it be light. Let it be light. Let it be miracle. Let it be light. So we are talking about let it be light. So Haor, this light was created. But it wasn't just the light of the sun, my dear friend. It was a stronger light than that. It was the light that shined only for 36 hours. And that light that shines for 36 hours, called Or HaGanuz. Or HaGanuz. How many candles do you light in Chanukah? Do you know? If you add 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3, 2, and 1, excellent, you're good in math, it's exactly 36. Yes, of course, it's 44 if you add the shamash. So you add another 8 candles, it's the shamash. The shamash is the candle that's used to light the menorah if something goes wrong. So the whole idea of the Chanukah is we celebrating the Inyan HaBitachon and Chanukah. The letter Chet, 8 days. The letter Nun and Vav, 4, 7 candelabra time 8 days, because the oil lasts for 8 days. The miracle was not about that they put a little bit every day. No, they put everything in one day, but the oil will not burn, refuse to burn. It lasts for 8 days. That's what the Shnei Luchot HaBrit say, which is a chidush atzum. It's a tremendous new thing on Rabbi Yosef Karo. And, of course, the Kaf A is not Kaf A B'Kislev, or it's Kaf A Be'elul, that in that day, actually, we have that or. I'm sure some of you are asking, why we frying thing on this day? Donuts and becoming fat, and latkes, those of you the latkes. There is a secret for that too. If you look at the way, and I cannot share all of it, it's too much gematria out, but if you look at the way that miracle that Eliyahu Hanavi, Elisha the prophet, and Elisha Hanavi revealed miracle through two systems, through kemach and through oil. Flour that you bake with, and oil. So from that thing, and if you look at the whole idea of kemach and oil, if you look at the whole thing, I'm looking at my note, so I don't want to confuse all of you, and the whole idea of flour and oil is the way the things are revealed through this holiday. And again, I'm not giving you all the secret, and I'm sorry for that because I want to make this message short, but just last thing, the happiness that you want to have tonight, you got to dance. First, if a person doesn't dance in front of the menorah, as it's written in all the Kabbalistic book, it's very difficult to achieve the miracle that you want. You want to be as happy as God grant you with a life, that God sign you for the book of life tonight. Remember that. Whatever you fight for in Rosh Hashanah, in Yom Kippur, Sukkot, okay, in Shmini Atzeret, and Chag Simchat Torah, you're begging God to give you a healthy life. You are getting it tonight. You are getting it, and every night that you light the menorah, dance like your life depends on it, because your life depends on it. Remember, when you light the menorah, make sure there is extra light there, because you don't want to enjoy the light of the menorah. The light of the menorah is not something that you want to take for you. It's a light that you want to keep for the whole year. So it will stay for you with all the year. I want to wish you a Chag Sameach. I want to make you a miracle and wonder, and elevate the midat habitachon, elevate the certainty, so you can see miracle in our life. Thank you.